Join us. Help us. Shirt on here. I don't want to be too intimidating. So, Real People's Media, how's it going? Brendan Surrett, Almanen Mki and Dishnakaz, up here in Rankin Reserve 15D. Little tour of our garden we've been working on. I know it's far from 1,000 people right now to feed, but you know, that is the goal, that's the intention. And we're working at it. We got some onions, you know, carrots and radishes and corn and beans and squash and sunflowers. And we have a whole nursery. You know, don't mind the mess. Everything's kind of in the process of in the works. You know, we've come up with some unique ideas. You know, a water tower, and we want to get some goats, some chickens. And I encourage anybody else who wants to help feed their people or help their people at all. You know, do it, man. You know, don't worry about whatever anybody says. Just do it. You're gonna get flack. You're gonna hear the worst things come out. But if you're a good person, you're true to your heart, you're true to what you want to do, you will prevail. You will do all right. And you know, nothing comes easy. Great things do not come easy. We work at it. And I've learned that. I've learned that the hard way. I have an iron will, and I'm willing to share that iron will with my nation, with my people. You know, with anybody really who needs some help, no matter what it is. You know, if you need a shoulder to cry on or somebody to talk to, we're here. I know a lot of people that would be willing to help anybody.
So what's the urgency of doing this? Like, why now? Is it because of the pandemic? Is it because we're in a time of prophecy? Is it what leads you to want to feed 1,000 people from the land?
Didn't, to be honest, I didn't think of it at all in that sense. I mean, the urgency, number one, is really we only have so many days, you know, of good sun. So we only have 3-4 good months of planting. So that was really the urgency of wanting to develop and try to get food in the ground this year. And you know, but there is an urgency to help our people, for sure. I say that, you know, our warriors, the people who claim to be warriors, the ones who claim to be Ogichira and Jumaganashi and all of these things. Yes, you know, even our retired vets, you know, I take my hat off to you guys, and I'll ask you guys to step up to the plate. You know, there was one point in time in our history as Indian people, you know, if they come up there and you weren't taking care of that duegan, that drum, or you weren't taking care of that puagan right, those vets would come up there and take those items, and you never question that because they were doing it for a reason. And you know, I'm not you know saying people should be losing their items. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm stating is we need to get that mentality and that militant idea back of what it is to take care of our people. And I carry that type of attitude. We wouldn't have a farm if that attitude wasn't here. You know, I'm not saying go to war. I'm saying, you know, feed our people, you know, help our people eat. And once we put our minds to that and you know, apply, man, I'll say this is on Turtle Island, there's nobody stronger than the Red Nation. There's nobody stronger than the Red people. And you know, we also have to remember what that red color also represents. It doesn't just represent us as a nation, but it talks about envy, jealousy. We see that happening within our communities. That doesn't mean that's who we are, but if we keep getting the representation that we have and telling our people what's right and wrong, we're always going to be full of jealousy. We're always going to have envy. We're always going to have a hard time to agree with our neighbor because we're taught to think differently, vote differently. That mentality is an old mentality, and it's a brutal mentality. We need to move forwards, and we have to grow. And good growth is painful growth. You know, that's how it works. And believe me, I feel the pains, I feel the ups and downs, but nevertheless, it's food. Really, that's what keeps me going and thinking about it.
Can you show us through here some of the structures that you have?
Yeah, by all means. Once again, you know, don't mind the mess. You know, we're the work in progress. We have some corns and some radishes growing here. Onions, whole row of onions. I'm not much of a farmer, so I knew onions were in a different family than the corn. So that's why I put the corn on, or the onions on this end and the corn on that end. trying to understand those relationships as I grow. But and we have some babies in here. People will be planting these today. Yeah, little plants. They're all ready to go. And near the end down here we have some openigs, some opins, some potatoes planted in here. We have to do some weeding now. You guys got to remember this is our first year of gardening, so we haven't gotten a hold of the weeds yet. We haven't gotten a hand on them, but we are going to buy some fabric that goes in the middle. We're taking advice from people that grow and people that continue to grow. You know, we had Amu, this woman here yesterday, Amu, she come over and give us some great advice. You know, her name's Bee, and you know, she loves the farm, and she lives in town. She doesn't have any room to farm, and once she heard us online, she wanted to come out and help. She's very excited to get out here. I couldn't be more thankful. It's Miigwech, you know, I couldn't be more thankful. Here we got rows of corn. You know, it's not a whole heck of a lot of corn, but it's quite a bit for our first year. And we got beans and peas. We planted the old Three Sisters method. You know, still kind of learning about this all. I'm a trapper, I'm a hunter, I'm a fisherman. That's what I did prior to this. So I can build longhouse and lodges and sweat lodge and everything else. I've just never tried to farm. I can skin any animal under the sun. I can teach you all about different medicines they have to offer and everything else, but I don't know too much about gardening. So this is kind of, you know, my reminder that the Plant Nation is also asking for help, you know, and here we are helping them. And all these plants, they hear us, you know, they hear our ideas and thoughts, and they know who we are. And I think these plants are telling me clean up today, you know, clean up a little bit. It needs to look nice, and so I'm going to put some focus in on that today also, cleaning up, you know, bringing the real messages, real people. You know, we're real people. We're no different than anybody else in these communities, and I encourage you to pick up and do something. You know, do something. If you have an idea, do it, because nobody else is gonna do it. And if your idea is good and you tell it to somebody, they're gonna take it on you. So just do it. If Creator and creation is giving you an idea, do it, because that's how we interpret things. That's what's given to us. Nobody has a right to tell us any different. Especially when it comes to food, helping our people. Here we want to put some goats and some chickens in here maybe. And that's the idea. We'll see how it goes. You know, it's a 3-year plan or so. It's going to take a few years. It's not all going to happen in one step. You know, I can say we're about 6 months, 7 months ahead of where we wanted to be, because I didn't think we were even going to get any food in the ground this year, to be honest. I thought we were just going to still be developing and trying to figure things out, how to grow, but we're doing pretty good.
Did you clear all of this land this year, or when did you do that?
Yeah, so we just cleared this. It took about a month to get here because it just looked like this. That's how it looked. And so it took us about a month to get to this stage. A lot of community members came up to actually make this come true, and you know, I see them pulling in now. They're eager to get plants in the ground, and you know, everybody's kind of on edge with chief and council making their decisions and trying to halt and, you know, alter the ideas out here. But we got a lot of good support too. We have community support. We have people that are supporting what we're doing and what we're putting together. And you know, if we could take some medicine and turn that medicine into a little bit of Jonias, and then take that Jonias and build food and give it away to our people, there's no better beautiful relationship. That's, you know, we need to be equal. And when it comes to developing our economy and you know, our home, this is our home. You know, this is where we are. Our treaty territory is our home, no matter where you are, whether we're back there or you're up in Gooley or whether you're east of us. If it's your treaty territory, it's your home. You shouldn't be afraid to build a garden anywhere. You shouldn't be afraid to do these things, you know, and especially on our reserves, we should never be afraid. If there's land there and nobody's using it, why are they going to say stop using it? I can understand if it was for something, you know, out of the ordinary, but you know, the reality is we want to feed people and give people food. There's right there is a big, all that black earth right there. We're gonna plant pumpkins and let them grow wild there this year, and the community members can come up here and all receive free pumpkins. People could come here and get pumpkins for free. We're not asking any money for them. We got a whole bag of seeds. Those seeds are, you know, after $2, $3, those seeds are gonna make a bunch of pumpkins. We're gonna get a bunch more. We don't need money for that. We just gotta put it in the ground and let it grow. You know, this is the ranch. This is the garden, and if you got elders around that want to do this and help, you know, bring them out. Bring them out here. You know, we got water, we got food. We'll take care of them. Make sure they're all right. Hey, never mind watching us shovel. Come join us. Put that down there and grab a shovel. Join us. Help us.
Okay. Okay.